I will give an example in its most simple way possible. We have this. A company buying a machinery for the creation of bananas, its share of the 8 million man Pacific ginormous economy TV series according to the first method, a straight line to 4 years the length, is equal to 160 years. I will explain how I do it. The machine will write a square act before the age of 2.8 million years. The machine will write a square every year. The machine will write a square 20%. The price of a square is 10%. Should the company increase the machine? In other words, consider the price. This is a question that needs to be built. The machine will write a square every year. The price of a square is called the price of a square in 4 years. You have a machine that is not equal to 0 after 5 years of use. It is called the price of a square. Let's assume that the price of a square is 1 million shekels. It can also be 0. What is the price of a square? The price of a square is the price of a square. The price of a square is the expected value of the machine in terms of a square. It can be 0, for example. This is called a square. Let's mark it with a G. We have an I. This is the investment. A is the number of years. D is the year of the pig. We also use a straight line. There are all kinds of calculations for the price of a pig. There is what is called a MACRS price, and all kinds of methods for the price of a pig according to the number of books. I will also tell you when we use a MACRS price, but usually the price we think of is in the straight line method. It is fixed for every year. What is the price of the price we use in our daily life? D is equal to I minus G by N. D is equal to 8 million minus 1 divided by 4 years, 7 divided by 4. This is our annual fee in this example in millions, or 1.75 million an hour. This is our annual fee. So what is the year's budget? It's the same amount of money I take every year for 4 years. Isn't it monthly? No, annual. Is it in shekels? Yes, in millions. One of the same price, 5 million. Million shekels every year, a known exit. Now what does it say? You bought a car, paid today how much? 8 million. So the entrance fee says, listen, you have an exit in the first year at the rate of 1.7 million. I can't say there are exit fees. Exactly why? Because you use the car for 4 years. So you need the relative part of the exit every year. But pay attention, this exit, there are all kinds of exit fees for a company. So this exit is in the rent. So an exit in the rent is not known in the monthly amount, but in the price for a number of years according to the price. That's exactly the idea. Why? Because you work with the product. With this car, you work a number of years. You don't work a year, maybe you'll get paid all the time. For example, there are what is called cheap products that you use, and it's over. So this is a 100% known exit. If I buy a car for a company and I use it, I paid a certain amount. Then this is a known exit, perhaps, for the need of the cost of a car. But if I bought a car that is not cheap, a car that can serve me for a number of years, then I only take the relative part of the exit. Now pay attention, the exit is a cost-effective exit, because the exit is already a profit for the purchase of the car. So what is this exit? It is an exit for the need of a calculation of the cost of the car. So now we have this. We have the exit, and what does this do to us? So pay attention, we have this. So we have. How do we see the profit every year of the company? The profit? How does the profit look? We have the profit, and the profit, the profit. How much is the profit of the company every year? 2.8 million. Now I am removing the profit from here. What is the profit I calculated? 1.75. What is left? 1.05 is a quarter before the profit. I have a profit of 20%. So how much is 20% of 1.05? 1.05 divided by 2 is equal to 0.21. So what do I have now? A profit of 1.05 minus 0.21 equals 0.84. Now, for example, this is within the profit of 0. Yes, this is how the profit looks. I have a profit of 1.05. I dropped 1. I dropped 2. I got a clean profit. Now I want to compare it to the profit of the company. Within all this, the profit is not a profit in a period, it is an official profit. So I add it back, add 1, so we add the profit back. What do we get? That my period profits. Why do you add my profit? Because it is not a profit in a period. Here, this is my profit. Now put your eyes on it. So what is the difference between 2.59 and 2.8? What is the difference? Massachusetts, Mass, nice. Now, if I took 20% of mass over 2.8, how much would it be? 5.6, right? How much do I actually earn? Only 0.21. That is, exactly. So what did the fear do to us? It took away from us. It took away from us the taxes. It is called the mass tax. Exactly. What is the mass tax? The intention is to take away from us the mass. So what did we see here? Here we saw that we actually built, how we built the tax returns, so that we can calculate exactly how much mass should be paid. So what do we do? Very technical, simple. We build a profit and a loss. We calculate the profit of the companies, and the profit of the companies is added to the profit. So we add the profit, and then we have this tax. It's always 10% of the costs. Yes. Now, pay attention. If it is income or profit, okay? What do we have? In this example, I gave a profit of income, profit, which is profit. So after that there is. So what did we see? We dropped it. Why did we drop it? Because it did not come out in the tax. Fear did not come out in the tax. It came out officially. But now you did the profit and loss. Yes. But now I turned the profit and loss into the profit and loss. In fact, the fear added, turned it into the profit and loss. So I called it a huge profit. So that's the old thing. Now, after I calculated the first stage, we calculate the profit. The second stage, we calculate the profit and loss and calculate, okay? And what do I get? I get what? Okay. And now I can calculate the interest rates of the machine. Put the interest rates in the graph. The interest rates look like this. I have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. What do I have at 0 time? -8. I bought 8 million. What do I get interest rates every year? How much? 2.59, 2.59, 2.59. And here? What else is there? Plus 1 million. Nice. Plus 1 million. Why? Because I sell it for the same amount of 4 years. I get more money. How much do I get? I get the same amount I sold. So let's say in this example I sold for 1 million. But what could happen to me in the same 4 years? What could happen to the price of the machine? It can go up, it can go down. It has a market price, right? Like a machine. So if I sell more, I have the machine. If I lose, I have a loss. What is the profit? What is the difference between the profit of the old and the normal profit of the old? The profit of the old is from the regular activities of the company. The profit of the old is from the price of the company's profit that is created for losses or profits, which is usually for the products that have a price. So that's called the profit of the old. So the old is not from the. So here is the profit of the old. Sorry. So it's not from the company's profit? Right. Not from the company's regular profit. Not from the company's heart's activity. Not from the company's heart's activity, but from the company's activity. For example, a company, let's say, is involved in the production of machines. So the company is involved in the production of machines. It has a building in Munich. So it has this building. It produces machines. It decided that it would sell the building, but it continues to produce machines. So if it buys the building, and it will profit from the purchase of the building. So here I decide to buy it and continue to sell it. To sell it from the buyer so that it has activity. But to profit from this operation is $100 million. So what does it say? A choice. It's not its regular activity, but an activity that comes from the unusual business process of the company. So now, my average profit of the company is -8, 2.59, 2.59, and 3.59 divided by 10%, and to complete the net present value. The net present value tells us to invest in the company. So it goes, you divide it by 1.1, yes. So we have this. We have -8, 2.59, 2.3, and 3.59. I divide everything by 10%. I hope the net present value is 0.89. What does it say? Now, we understood the idea. In the quarter, in the third, in the fourth quarter, the net present value. We understood the idea. Now, what is the idea? Again, the idea is to turn the stock market into a stock market and to sell the stock markets. Now, pay attention. When we look at the government's round-trip plans, what happens if instead of a 4-year period, the government comes to the stock market and says, I ask you to do a 2-year period instead of 4 years. What happens? So we'll divide 7 by 2 years. How much do we get? 3.5. We'll come here. We'll write 3.5 here. What will happen? minus a percent. That is, we will not pay a mass, right? We will not pay a mass. There will be a percent. If we do not pay a mass, what will happen to the stock markets? It will be bigger. And then if the stock markets are bigger, what will happen to the net present value? It will go up, right? So what affects the credibility of the project? It's the price system, right? So how does the government help business in the development area? It gives them what is called a mortgage. What is a mortgage? It is allowed for you to deposit the number of years of investment. Let's say if in a regular place you invest 8 years, according to the mortgage system, then in another place that has the interest, it will be only 2 or 3 years. So what happens to the results of the stock market? They will go down. Yes, but then the price will be the same as the one that you invested. Right. And then what happens? You will pay a large amount of money. And then if you will pay a large amount of money, it is better to do the business. So this is exactly the plan of the government, what is called a mortgage. A mortgage that you have just issued during this time. Let's make another example to close the matter. Yes, you have to buy the car. Why? Because it is a value-based net present. It's okay if the value-based net present is enough. Now I will make another example. Can you explain again the last part? If the value-based net present is enough, you complete the project. Okay, but what does it mean? It means the amount of money is the amount of the project. Okay, so this project is worth 8 million. What? No, it's in the balance. After you return the 8 million, it's minus 8, and you want the car. It's minus 8 and 2.59 to the 1.1 share. And 2.59 to the 1.1 share in the double. So everything we did in the net present value, what does it mean? The value you received, you reduced the investment from it. And what did you get? A lot of profit. That's exactly the idea of the net present value. Okay, so we have it like this. I want to stop. Okay, I want to stop. Now 9.5. Okay, let's make a heel. Like this. Put it in, it's in the family savings. The 4 is outdated, so we can use it by neutralizing it with 250. So you get the possible 15% more, that is to avoid okay. 500,000 hours. What is it? The investment is being demanded. I'm going to finish. 15 million. An hour. What? Wait, think about what? About what? About the celebration. What? The direct investment for 10 years. What? The profit is 0. The profit is every year 2.5 million, 5 million shares. The profit is 25%. The price is at a rate of 15%. Is enough for the company to invest in the project? Okay. Shoo. I'm going to shut up. Shoo. You want me to close the door? You want me to close the door? What? I'm going to close the door. Okay. Notice what we have. We have a group of investors for the celebration. With a 500,000 shares. After the investment, you decided to invest 15 million shares in the celebration. Because this investment is necessary for one direct investment for 10 years. The profit is 0. This celebration will cost every year 2.5 million shares. The profit is 25%. The price is at a rate of 15%. This is enough for the company to invest in the project. Now pay attention. We have a group called group of investors or group of investors. What does it say? There is a group that you make it. You can't return it or think about it. It's already gone. So, in fact, the group of investors, if you make the project or don't make the project, you pay the money. So, we don't think about this group in the project. Why? Because it's a group that is based on the project itself. Pay attention to low-cost and low-cost companies like the SACE group. They don't enter the project's budget. Why? Because it's a group that doesn't influence the project itself, but is an excellent source of information. When I have something like this, it won't be part of the investment. So, remember that I'm a SACE group and I only think about the direct results in the project itself. When you think about what you're investing in the SACE group, the economic quality of the project. So, this budget doesn't interest me? It doesn't interest me. I need to know how to invest in it. In these budgets, sometimes they say to you, nice, this SACE group. If you make the project, you can think about it like you come to a dentist and he says, I'll do a checkup for you. You pay me, but if you do a treatment, I'll let you do the checkup. Right? So, this is the budget. So, this budget, if you do the project, you think about it. And if not, This is the budget. So, here, it doesn't say that it's a budget, so this is the budget that I made it, and it's not related to the project. So now what do I have here? I have investment. Investment. 1. The value is equal to 0. 10 years. You help, right? And the project is finished. We continue. Let's see how it looks. So, first, what do? We said, first, pay attention. We pay from the budget. This budget is a budget of a month. 5 costs. No, we'll think. 2, we'll think 1. I'm sorry. V is equal to 15 minus 0. That's equal to 10. 1.5 million. There is. 3, we'll think, help, we'll think. 1, a quarter. How much is the budget? 2.5. What now? 2, nice. 1.5. A quarter, nice. A quarter, nice. A quarter, nice. A quarter, nice. 1, a quarter, 25%, 2.5, 0.25, a quarter, nice, 0.25. What do? 1 plus 1, 1.5, 2.25. That's called a connection. Nice. All the budget is 1. Why do we need it? Because it's a budget that you made without a connection to the project itself. You'll get it or not. So I won't include this in the budget. Now, let's see how we calculate the budget. So the budget for me is 0. Actually 1 to 10, right? Let's do 1, 2, 3, and we'll go back to the beginning. How much do I have? Minus 15. What are my budgets every year? How much do we calculate? Nice, we calculate 15%. Notice that when I have a double budget, you can do it in the budget of a double budget series, right? How do we do that? Net present value equals minus 15 plus 2.25 divided by 0.15, 1 minus 1, 1 minus 1.15 divided by 10. This what? This gives me the net present value. So here, I'll show you how we do it in the budget. And if I'm wrong, it's going out. How many speakers? What is this? Yes, this conversation is bothering me. So I'll take the 10, the 15%, my investment is 2.25, and so it's 1.2, so it's 1.29. So it's 1.29. What does it mean? It's enough. Why do you need the project? Because it gives us a profit of a living. So what did we learn? We learned how to adjust the profit and loss of some funds, how to add the cost to the output, and the cost is actually to protect the cost of the cost, okay? Did you understand? Yes.